I'm the Chief Exec of the Street Life Trust, which is a Blackpool charity, and we're here today to launch Hidden, which is a project of art, photography and poetry that young people who access Street Life services have been working on over the past few months. The project was funded with money from the arts, the lottery, and also from central government. The young people have been on a fantastic journey working with photographers and artists. We've had a poet from the Wordsworth Trust, a local photographer, Henry Eden, who's helped the young people to develop their skills, and I think we've got some real hidden talent out there with the young people that we work with.
Hi, I'm Deborah Munt and I'm the Director of Open Art, and we've been working with Street Life over a number of years, initially on the refurbishment of the building to create the interior design schemes and the artwork. And more recently on this project Hidden, we're really interested in creativity and the potential of creativity to help human flourishing, and we believe that has huge potential for work with young people, particularly with young people who are vulnerable or face difficult challenges.
Hello, I'm Gordon Marston, and I'm the local Member of Parliament here. And I'm in the middle of Blackpool Central Library because we're just about to have a very exciting event, which is the launch of some photography and some wonderful poetry and other work that's been done by young people. It's been done by Street Life in conjunction with the Central Library and with lottery funding. It's a great opportunity for young people in Blackpool to express themselves through the medium of poetry, supported by photography.
I'm Councillor Simon Blackburn, leader of Blackpool Council, here at the Hidden exhibition at Central Library. This is one of a number of arts and creative projects that the Council's delighted to support. Wonderful work from the young people here, all aged sort of 16 to 24. Vast amounts of creativity, vast amounts of talent. Fantastic to see. We look forward to seeing a lot more of it over the coming months and years.
And then we've got the artists who are going to tell you a little bit about the process of the project, and some young people are going to tell you about their experiences. So I'll hand over to Gordon.
Well, thank you, Jane, and it's a real joy and delight to be here. Sometimes we go on about iconic this and iconic that and iconic the other, and of course those are all great, but what matters as much is opening up people's opportunities, opening up people's own sensibilities and sensitivity, and that's what this exhibition and all the work that's gone into it has done. And I'm delighted that Street Life is at the centre of that. Street Life is probably the organisation in Blackpool I have been longest associated with, and ever since that time, in everything, Jane, that you and your colleagues have done, you have reached out to young people in Blackpool and young people who find themselves in Blackpool, and you have done fantastic things, not just in giving them structural support, literally, roof over their heads, but also personal, psychological and creative support, and this is the latest fruit of that. And of course, without the lottery funding, without the work the council's put together, it wouldn't have been possible. And of course, without the work of the young people, it wouldn't have been possible. And that's what I think is really important, that in everything that we do, that we think about renewing creativity in people, not just creativity in buildings and structures. And it's great that it's been done through the medium of visuals and poetry. Poetry, music, art, photography, they are all media in which we can express, if we are fortunate enough and if the muse hits us, some of the greatest and most profound things that inspire us and that affect us. Politicians, of course, don't always get the opportunity to talk about those creative things. There's a famous American politician who once said that you campaign in poetry and you govern in prose. And I can tell you, having come from a very detailed couple of committees in Parliament yesterday, the prose was certainly to the forefront and not always the poetry. But poetry is a crucial way of people loosening up and expressing themselves. It's great that you've had involved here people from the Wordsworth Centre and Helen Mort and Henry Eden, who's been, I know, involved with the project. And there's nothing about poetry for young people that has to be done in a particular way. Poetry is about expressing your own innermost feelings, getting those across, observational, happy, sad, whatever. But at its best, poetry brings out that sense of other values than the temporary, other importances than just structures, and other legacies than just the sort of words that politicians or bureaucrats or even town hall administrators use from time to time. Just before I opened the exhibition, I think I referred to Wordsworth, and it reminded me coming here today of his famous intimation of immortality, which I won't say set off the Romantic movement, because people will be bashing me over the head about Coleridge and various other people. But it is worth just remembering the last words of the Intimations of Immortality, where Wordsworth says, "To me the meanest flower that blows can give thoughts that do often lie too deep for tears." And I think as you look at this exhibition today, and you look at the words that the young people have put into that exhibition, that if Wordsworth were here today, he would say that that was a good echo of what he wrote all those years ago. So I'm delighted to be here today, Jane. I'm delighted to see so many people here from across Blackpool, but most importantly of all, the young people who you support and who have helped create today. And I don't see a ribbon or anything, but I'll just say I'm delighted to open the exhibition.